Hi. Hello to all of you. I don't know how many other people watch this besides those of you in the challenge, but hello and Merry Christmas. Truly Merry Christmas to all. I just got home from work. Alyssa and I have been blessed 10 times over with the love that we received from helping out at my client's home for, I think this is now the 7th year. It's so wonderful because, one of the nieces came up to me and she goes, you've been with us for so long, and I hope you realize how grateful we are to have you here, and don't you have another place to go? Don't you have family? And it's funny because my answer is pretty much always the same, which is, even if I do have family, when my parents were still alive and my sister would come down, I would still arrange my Christmases or Thanksgivings so that I could still help out other families, even if they're families that are well off. The stress levels that can be caused by taking on too much for the holidays, whether it's the excessive gift giving, whether it's the going over and above and beyond, which is always wonderful, but if it puts people in these high levels of stress, it isn't almost worth it. And so my client is kind of notorious for that, and she has a beautiful home that is really set up for entertaining, both outdoors and indoors. It's beautiful. She prides herself on doing it. It makes her feel good. She's incredibly hospitable, and it's just a wonderful gesture. And I understand completely what she feels, because I'm the same way. I love to, in fact, I was thinking about it today as I was sitting in front of the barbecue, really loving grilling barbecued shrimp. It's one of my favorite things. Barbecued fish is just an incredible treat, but I'm sitting there barbecuing, and these were just for appetizers, and I actually pictured myself barbecuing all this stuff for you guys, being in either, sorry, I got a dog just about to eat a hat, either Miami, or somewhere else, and just being on the barbecue and making these, amazing, just grilling. It's just, cooking is, there's a movie that's called Like Water for Chocolate. It's one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite foreign films, and I understand, like, that movie I felt like it was almost telling my story to a certain extent, or one of my stories, and, it just, I don't know, it's talking about how what food can do, and how, food is part of your soul, cooking is part of your soul, and I'm really interesting when it comes to food. Like, I don't like to take advantage of the fact that the food came from the earth, and what we do to it, how we prepare it, and to make sure that that food is people always realize what a blessing it is to eat it. So I hate wasting it. I like to try all the different things you can do with, the spices and seasonings, and I just really, really love it, and I love it even more because I really can pour myself into cooking, and generally people know it. And it was funny because even a couple of people walked up to me and they're like, you really appreciate, like, this whole process, and I said, yes, I do. So it was nice. And I mentioned last night, Alyssa's with me for this, and I love that even more because I believe that times have changed a little bit in terms of what we do for our kids. So for example, Alyssa's going to be 25 in a week, and my mom and I have really raised her to make sure that she always offers her assistance, that she's extraordinarily gracious, that if somebody gives her something, she's never like, oh yeah, I'll take that, but that she is always, double check and really make sure that the client or the person, whoever's giving this to you, if it's something they really want to give away. Like, so for example, she literally gave us a week's worth of food. Brussels sprouts that are grilled in this salt-cured something that's just, oh my god, with grilled onions, and then this amazing, these carrots that are in like oregano, but he cooked them in duck fat, not in duck, but in duck fat. So good. And then these rosemary, thyme, roasted potatoes. I wish I could eat them, but she sent us home with all that, plus amazing salads, gluten-free pie, apple pie. I'm an apple pie fiend. The gluten part, yeah, anyways. So, sorry, got a little, I started thinking way too much about food. I woke up this morning and I wrote letters, or I actually started letters to both of my parents to tell them how grateful I am, again, for adopting me, for creating the life that they did for me, for giving me great morals, teaching me wonderful morals and ethics. I also made sure to let them know how much I miss them, because I really miss them. Come on, baby. Up. Come on. Up. Come on. You can do it, babe. Come on. Come on. Up. Sorry, you guys. Come on. There we go. So, I think, Alyssa was having a hard time today. Again, it's hard. It's day 2, it's year 2 that we haven't had our parents here to celebrate Christmas, and I get very emotional when I drive by a Christmas tree. My mom loved decorating her Christmas trees. She loved putting out everything. House always looked beautiful on Christmas, so she did the decorations and I cooked the dinner. And our home was always so welcoming to everybody, and it still is. But it's just, my mom also had one of those homes that was designed for entertaining, great backyard, and could fill tons of people, and there were years that we made sure to have people over that maybe their family was out of town, or they too had a loss that year, or, maybe they didn't feel like cooking, and so we would have, all these people in our backyard and in our house, and it was amazing. But I know I'll get back there one day. I know I'll be able to do that. It's in my nature. It's who I am, and I love that. So, I thought about all of you guys today. I'm sorry for those that I didn't get to put a little message on your page. I'm home now, so I'm looking forward to being able to do that. I just, as much as I could be sad and I can miss my mother and father, I didn't feel that way today. I felt really good. I felt great, actually. I'm going to sleep like a baby because it's very physical work, but I love it. Actually keeps my arms from having that thing that, moves after your hand is completely stopped waving. Also helps to really strengthen my back. All these things, just that strength in your core, strengthening your core, and then strengthening for females, it's so important. I know most of you guys know that. So it's another reason why I love to do it. I'll just share this one last thing. I had posted that basically it's about, to me Christmas is about the love, but it's something that we should give year round. It's a quote by Bob Hope. And I'm sorry, you guys, I'm really bad at quoting verbatim, especially when I'm a little tired. I'm not about the gifts, but it's fun to watch the kids open their gifts. And I've since, it's not about me or my sister or my mother. It was always about my sister's kids and watching them, hang out under the tree, looking for the ones that have their names on it. But, getting gifts that were truly special, not just gifts to spoil them, but something that meant something to them. And we created a lot of that in them, and so I think that, hopefully that's carried over into the teenage years, and for Alyssa, adulthood, it's definitely carried over for her. But to see it, to watch it like I did tonight, to really watch family, an extended family, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, grandparents, parents, aunts, uncles, great-uncles, this family, and they include us as part of the family. We don't eat dinner with them or anything, and every now and then I think that they probably feel a little strange about that, but we're there to do something very different for her, and that's for her, as in the client, and her family to enjoy themselves so that they're not having to worry about her rushing through dinner and having to get up and do all the dishes and everything. So it's just beautiful. And it was about 75 degrees this evening at night, so a lot of it we were able to have it outside. And it's just so cool to see all the traditions that the great-grandmothers still make. Their meringue and their fudge, which is bomb. And she makes the desserts, and then there's a sister that makes this incredible bread that I can't eat, but that everybody loves. And the son-in-law makes this homemade cider that's got cloves inside of apples. I'm doing the food describing thing again, aren't I? And orange slices, and it's just so good. Everything. I don't know, it's just a beautiful day filled with family, and I'm so happy that I had my baby girl next to me. And now I'm home, and I am going to bid you all, again, Merry Christmas. You guys are all gifts. Your gifts to your friends, your family, to the people that you work with, to even acquaintances, your gift. And I can speak definitely for myself that you're all a gift to me. Lots of love to you, and good night.